Doey the Dough Man is hands down one of the craziest characters in Poppy Playtime history. His whole tragic fate really hit people hard. No lie, watching his downfall was insanely sad. And not only did his whole purpose in life get wrecked in like an hour, but in the end, we straight up finished him off. Or maybe not. In this video, we're gonna break down the chances of Doey actually surviving. Spoiler, they're pretty high, and talk about how his comeback could seriously impact us. In one of the missions, we saw that Doey is terrified of the cold, which totally makes sense considering what he's made of. And it was that very same cold that let us stop him and, well, save our own skin.
You and Poppy! It's all your fault! I'm going to kill you! Kill everyone who hurts me! Can't trust anyone! The gentle voices lie! You lie! I'm trying to be better, to be who they needed. Not smart enough, not good enough, not...
But right off the bat, something felt kinda off. Like, did we really take down an almost immortal monster that easily? I mean, not only can he squeeze through literally any opening, but he's also crazy strong. You probably figured that out yourself just by watching how effortlessly he tore Pianosaurus into pieces. And let's be real, it'd be way too simple if a big boy like that just died at the hands of the player just cause he got hit with some cold and a press. Sure, those are solid reasons. But even right before his so-called death, we literally saw him still talking, which means he was very much alive. On top of that, we all know that kinda extreme cold ain't gonna last forever. Sooner or later, Doey's gonna thaw out. And since we never actually saw his frozen body shatter into pieces, there's a good chance that once he thaws, he'll just keep going like nothing happened. And that's where things get really interesting. We all remember exactly who Doey blames for what happened to Safe Haven.
It all started with you. You and her. It was you who ruined everything! No, that's not true. They jump-started the generator. They destroyed everything! I'll kill you!
But over time, we figured out that all that rage and negativity were really just coming from one test subject, Kevin. Meanwhile, Jack and Matthew still had a pretty positive attitude toward us. It's easy to say that even if Doey did survive, that's only gonna make things worse for us. Our last moments with him were, well, not exactly friendly. But there's still one thing Doey hates even more than us, and he straight up told us about it in the play zone.
This was once a work yard, you know. A dozen of us, maybe two, would be here at any given time. They let us work. Whatever they wanted us to do, we'd do it. There were those of us who couldn't. At night, when no one important was watching, they'd take them. Take them in here. We only got food for one angry week. They'd say, which of you will it be? They'd watch out there. It was usually over within minutes. And the guards, they'd be hysterical. Nobody died. No, because then people would know. But the next day and every day after, they would work. Oh yeah, hard as they could. And they'd never cause trouble again.
And besides all those who made him suffer, mainly the scientists and guards, there were even some experiments Doey might hate more than us and Poppy. The events of Hour of Joy messed with every monster, no matter which side they ended up on. Everyone remembers what Poppy said, that the first days after that damn hour were pure hell, and the main reason for that was hunger. Even when we first met Doey, he straight up mentioned it. And once all the meat was gone, every toy had to start fighting to survive, including those in Safe Haven. And from what I gathered from one of the tapes, some of the Safe Haven residents were the ones constantly finding food. That same tape also dropped one very interesting detail.
You're okay. Okay. Look at me. I'm a mess.
Poppy, what's going on?
We were trying to bring supplies back up to the elevator, but we got jumped. Had to turn all the way back around. They took everything we had. Right after one of them bit my leg.
How is he, Doc?
Not too bad. He'll live.
See?
Keep it clean. Could get infected otherwise.
So, what do we do now?
The prototype, or at least one of his goons, was constantly hunting down the good monsters, and not only stealing their food, but straight up trying to kill them whenever possible. So of course, Doey hated the one responsible for all of this, the prototype. Now, if Doey did survive the events of Chapter 4, he's got a huge problem ahead of him. He's left with only 3 choices. Keep chasing us down and trying to kill us, except that we're not actually the bad guys and switch to our side, or go full-on loner and turn against everyone. And considering there's like a 95% chance that Chapter 5 will be the final game, the idea of Doey joining us and actually helping us out again seems like the most logical outcome. Now let's take a step back and remember why Doey was so against Poppy's plan to destroy Playtime Factory in the first place.
The toys out there in Safe Haven, they're my family. I understand what Poppy wants, what she believes is right. Destroy the factory, destroy him. But I ask you to consider, if we throw everything away, everyone, just to kill the prototype, how much do we waste? I know the others might believe it's right, that we should bury everything, but let's just think about it.
And as hard as it is to accept, Safe Haven is gone. That means everyone Doey loved and protected is dead, all because of the prototype. And since Safe Haven was the only thing really holding him back, now there's nothing stopping him from wiping out everything that reminds him of those horrific events. Considering just how insanely powerful Doey is, his help in either fighting the prototype or pulling off Poppy's one and only plan would be huge. But Doey himself has pointed out more than once that the plan to blow up the Foundation and eventually the entire Playtime Co. facility is insanely dangerous for everyone. So now, the big question is, how does Doey go from a crazed, murderous maniac hellbent on killing us to a hero we'll never forget? And that's where a certain recorded conversation between Jack's parents and Doey comes into play.
Are you?
Jack? Honey, it's me. It's Mommy.
Mommy?
Yes. Yes! It's Mommy and Daddy. You remember, don't you?
Leave me alone.
Hey, you'll be okay, I promise. Mommy's only here to talk.
No, I don't want to talk. Get out!
Susan, I think we should leave.
Jackie, I'm staying right here. I'm not leaving you, not ever again. Do you hear me?
The gentle voices lie. I know what they do. They lie, and they poke, and they hurt! Susan, get away from me!
Jack? Mommy won't lie to you, Jackie. Mommy won't hurt you. I'd never hurt you.
Hey! Hey! Open this door! Oh, God. Susan! Please! Open the door! Please!
We all get that Doey is a lost and broken monster, completely unable to trust anyone because each of his personalities is living its own life. And that horrifying moment when he transforms into that salamander-like nightmare, yeah, that perfectly illustrates just how torn apart he really is. Since Doey has literally lost everything that ever mattered to him, I've got a strong feeling that he will be the one to plant the bombs and blow up the foundation while we keep the prototype distracted. And chances are, when Playtime Co. finally goes up in flames, Doey will go down with it, sacrificing himself for us and forever being remembered as a true hero. But hey, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm hyped to hear them. And with that, I'm signing off. See you soon.